Okay, it worked. I don't know, I guess I shouldn't be too impressed when I say it worked because literally all I was doing before I started stream was actually setting like presets for my different screens instead of I had all in one scene. Like everything I did was all in just like one scene that it was constantly just like hiding and like showing different sources, which is not the most efficient way to do this. Um, but I actually took a second before stream started to put shit into different scenes. So now I just have to click a button and it takes me where I want to go. It's so much more convenient. Hi, how's it going? It's been a second since I streamed. I want to say it's been like 2 weeks or something. I don't think I want maybe it's been more, but I think it's been just about 2 weeks since I last streamed, which I don't know. Part of that was because I was not home um to be able to stream. I was not at my computer. I was house sitting for my uncle, house sitting slash pet sitting. He and his wife went on a little trip. Um, so, which I like. They like, whenever they go on their trips, they usually pay me to hang out at their house for a few days and watch their little French bulldog. Um, and their giant tortoise that they have, which is always fun. They're both such characters. Like the little dog is fucking bananas. She's cuckoo bananas. She will be all over you as soon as you get in. She's the sweetest, most affectionate little weird fucking dog. I love her. I love watching her. And yeah, they legit have like a giant tortoise living in their backyard. Um, whose name is Turtle, which is fun. So you might hear me just say like turtle. I know it's a tortoise. Um, but yeah, it's fun. It's interesting, like being able to watch them hanging out someplace else. I call it my staycation whenever I go and house sit for them. Like, ah, yes, still going to work and I'm still in the same area, but I'm not at my house, so it's a vacation. So yeah, part of the reason I didn't stream for a little bit, for like a week of that, was just because I don't have a laptop to bring, and I just have my computer here. Technically, I mean, my uncle has a computer at his house, which like maybe if I'd asked, he would have been like, "Oh yeah," but I don't know. I would have had to import shit, and I don't really want to use someone else's computer for my bullshit. So I just didn't stream for a week while I was over there, and then yeah, once I got back, I was just like, I don't know, I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to really stream or the energy. Like I was gonna try and stream like 2 days ago. But I was just so eepy, so sleepy. I could not do it. I could not get myself to have the energy to want to stream. It was fine. Here I am now, back again for another stream. Um, yeah, I don't know. The main thing I was doing while I was away was the whole like house sitting thing, which again I had fun with. I guess I do have a little story time. Oh my god, story time, yay! Oh, I feel like I haven't had like a proper little story time yet. So I did do something pretty cool while I was away. Something you should know about me is that I am a huge Jujutsu Kaisen fan. I only actually got into it, I mean, semi recently. I was actually realizing um also that it's been about a year since I got into Jujutsu Kaisen. Like I watched it like for the first time a year. Okay, well not the first time a year ago. I tried to watch it like a couple years ago and I just for whatever reason didn't get into it. I was watching other stuff. It just wasn't vibing at the time. So I gave it another try a year ago and whatever reason, as soon as I watched it again, back then I was immediately hooked. I loved it so much. It's become like a core aspect of my personality at this point. Um, so I'm a huge Jujutsu Kaisen fan. And being part of that, I am a huge fan of a lot of the voice actors as well. I mean, the voice of Satoru, Kaiji Tang, he already voices like a couple other characters I love a lot, being like Jinchi from Apothecary Diaries and Osamu Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs. So he's already someone I'm a huge fan of, and this is not the point of the story, but it is related. Um, but I never really met like any actors or voice actors before. Like I'm a big convention goer. I love going to conventions. I mean mostly like local ones. I can't say I've really traveled for conventions yet. I really want to. It just hasn't been a thing I've done yet. But uh semi recently I actually did meet voice actors for the first time, one of them being Kaiji Tang, which was amazing. It was so fun. Maybe I'll get into that more at another point. But that was like a couple months ago at this point. It was before I had started like streaming. This is why I haven't talked about it before. Oh man, if I was streaming when I had met him, you'd best believe I would have jabbered on for an hour on here about it. Um, but the point of this story time, is semi-related. So I actually got the opportunity to meet two other Jujutsu Kaisen voice actors. It was kind of random. Like, it wasn't at a convention or anything. They just happened to be doing a signing, like, relatively close by me. Like, to where I could be like, oh, I can justify that. I can, like, make it. I can go there and I can meet them. Um, those voice actors being I want to make sure, actually, want to make sure I get the name right. Yeah, okay, sorry. I just wanted to double check I got the last name of one of them right. So those voice actors being Marie Westbrook, who voices Hanami in the show, and big news, Lex Lang, who voices Suguru Geto. And my two favorite characters in the entire show are Satoru and Suguru. They are just like I'm fully obsessed with them. I love them so much, both as a pair, as like a duo, narrative foils, and just like as characters individually. Um, so after meeting Kaiji Tang a couple months ago, my biggest thing was like, okay, there's a few voice actors I'd love to meet. One of the big ones being Lex Lang. And then I was just on TikTok, doing my scrolling, and all of a sudden it pops up. I see Lex Lang be like, hey, I'm gonna be in the area. Come get to the signing. And I was like, holy fucking, what? What are you doing here? And I was not prepared. Because this was like I saw the TikTok like 3 days before the signing, which was crazy. Like I was not mentally prepared. When I met Kaiji Tang, I had like a couple months to mentally prepare for it because I was like, okay, this convention's coming up. He's on the guest list. I can buy the tickets and then mentally prepare myself to meet this guy. And then I'll be like, cool. So I wasn't like, I mean, I was definitely nervous meeting him, but I was like, all right, this is chill. We're chilling. We're cool. But with this signing, I was like, oh my God, it's in 3 days. Oh my God. I was nervous out of my goddamn mind because I did not have the energy or like the time, I mean, to mentally prepare myself to meet someone I like really admire. Yeah, I love his work. I love the energy he brings to Suguru. Um, and like other characters too as well. I mean, Suguru I'm focusing on because again, Jujutsu Kaisen is a big thing for me. He's one of my favorite characters of all time, not just the show, but like any character I've heard him as, it's like such a good job. So I was freaking out the day of the signing, which I wasn't even sure I would be able to go to because I had like other work. It wasn't like conflicting with the time of the signing, but it was still cutting it a little bit close to be able to like go there and go back and I would get changed between them, yada yada yada. Um, so I wasn't even entirely sure I would be going until like the night before, basically. And like that night, I bought my ticket to the signing, and I was feeling the nerves. I was feeling the nerves for sure. But like the next day, that's when I was freaking out a little bit. Like I was pacing around. I was so like I had those like twitching, like fluttering butterflies in my stomach. I was a wreck. I was not ready. But as much as I like almost backed out of it, as much as I was like, it's fine, I don't need to meet him, it's fine, I'll meet him some other time when I have more time to mentally prepare. I was like, no, I want to meet him. I don't have to chicken out. I can do this. I can be brave. I can be a big girl. So I pushed through the nervousness and day of headed over to the venue. Um, Again, it was not like a full-on convention or anything. It was literally just like a signing. So I got there and there was not like a there was a fair amount of people. Like there was definitely a line, but it wasn't a crazy amount of people. Like if you're going to a signing at a convention. Like again, comparing it to Kaiji Tank, that's just one of the only other times I've gotten stuff signed by a voice actor that I can compare it to. That I waited in line for what felt like maybe an hour. I don't think it was quite that long, but it was forever. This one, I feel like I waited in line for maybe around half an hour. Might be more accurate. I don't know. I'm a bad judge of like the passage of time. Um, which I also like they had on their thing, like for the venue at the signing, that you could get a fast pass ticket. And I was like, okay, I'll get a fast pass ticket because that would be like you'll jump right to the front of the line and just like get your signing done basically. And I was like, okay, I'll do that, and then like help me make sure that I have enough time for the signing and then getting to work later. But I got to the venue and I was like, oh hey, here's my ticket. I got the fast pass one, and the dude was just like, oh yeah, a lot of people have that. And then I just ended up going to the back of the line anyway, so I'm like, I kind of feel like I wasted that extra money. I don't know. I'm like, did literally everyone in front of me also have the fast pass ticket, or was it just enough that they were not really checking? That I cannot say. I do not know. um, but regardless, whether or not I wasted my money or not, I ended up just waiting in line. Um, at that point, I was mostly focused on meeting Lex Lang because it was both of those voice actors. Again, it was Marie Westbrook and Lex Lang. My focus was on meeting Lex Lang. Um, Again, because I'm a Subaru girly. Um, but I had been like still debating at that point if I was gonna also meet Marie Westbrook for no other reason other than like I was kind of watching my money, because signings can be a little bit pricey, justifiably so. You're paying for the voice actor's time, helping them out there. I'm not like complaining about the cost. It's just is the kind of thing of like, ooh, okay, I'm paying. I know I'm gonna pay like a chunk here, like able to pay for another chunk for another signing. So at that point, I was just mostly in line for Lex Lang's signing. And I had this little like thing with me that I was gonna have him sign. It's basically, I don't know how to describe it. Feel like I keep describing it, but I don't know if it's fully accurate. It's like a little folder. It's like it's really cool actually. It's this like slightly like, shiny, nice finish, like almost like school file folder, with like teenage Suguru on it, and it actually came like straight from Japan. A friend of mine went not too long ago. I think actually this was like they went, I don't know. So they went some time ago and brought this back like from their trip to Japan. So it's like a little extra cool there. It's like, oh man, this is like buy it in Japan and brought it back here. That's so fun. So that's what I had with me for him to sign. So yeah, again, I'm so nervous. I'm in this line. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for it to be my turn. Just like feeling like those nerves like building up inside me. And then finally I get to his table. I purchased, just a basic autograph and of course a selfie with him because I was not walking away without a selfie if I could help it. um, and like, and there I am. I'm standing in front of him. All of a sudden, I pay for it, and then all of a sudden, I'm right in front of him, and like my mind almost goes a little bit blank, because I'm just like, oh, it's you. I hear your voice every time I watch the show. Oh my god. But I'm not freaking out. I'm not freaking out. I actually feel like once I'm there, like I build up the anticipation in my mind. Just because I'm like generally a socially awkward person. But like especially if I'm meeting someone whose work I admire, I'm like extra anxious because I'm like, I don't want to make a complete fool out of myself. But it's like weird, like once I'm actually like in front of them and like I'm in the oh my god, I'm in the social situation. Um, it's like suddenly I'm like composed. I'm like, all right, girl, lock in, we're doing this. um, so we're just like, hi, how's it going? Um, and like we just started like chatting a little bit, you know, the basic kind of, you know, have to move along so we don't have time to chat like too much, but it's just like, hi, how's it going? Going good, blah blah blah. I hand him my little file for him to sign, and I thought this was really fun. Like he's immediately like, "Oh my God, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a just like a little file." And he starts like turning it over, and he's like, "Wow, this is so cool." And I'm like, "Is it?" Like I, you know, did think it was neat already, but like I don't know, he was so like amazed by it. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is really neat. This is so cool." And I'm like, "Wow, thank you." I didn't think it was that cool, but I guess it is cool, you know? So he like turns it over for a minute in his hands, and then he's like, yeah, just like, wow, so neat. And then he signs it, and again, I thought this was so cute. He signs it and he writes to me uh with love and curses from Suguru, um, or from Gato. And he says then like, you know, most people would write with like love and kisses or something like that, but I feel like Suguru would say with love and curses. And I was like, you're so right. You're so right. It's so cute. So I absolutely love that. I was like gushing inside. I was like, oh my God, he wrote with love and curses. I thought he would just like sign his name or something, but he wrote like a whole cute little thing. Oh my God, I was freaking out a little bit inside. um, and then, yeah, and then after he signs it, he comes around the table, he takes my phone for our selfie, he puts his arm around me, which I was like melting, also melting inside a little bit because I was like, oh my God, like I was recounting it to my coworker later that day, and she was like, girl, you are blushing, and I was like, I know. Because I was just like so happy, and I was like, this is so cool. So we take a few selfies together, and he's like, I took a couple. Let me know if they look good. We can retake them if you're not happy with them. But I was like, you know, I looked through them and they're fine, and I was like, I don't. I would be mortified to be like, actually, they suck. Let's do them again. If even if they did suck. But thankfully they look good. I keep like looking back at the pictures of them or of us periodically, because I'm just like, oh my God, I actually have selfies with him. Um, and so yeah, that looks so good. And sadly, you know, I'd say like most of the people there seemed like they were for Lex Lang. Um, so again, we didn't have too much time to stick around and chat. But as he was handing me back my file, I just like said really quick, basically like I just want to say, you know, blah blah blah, love your work, blah blah blah. Look forward to seeing you and stuff more. I love what you do, blah blah blah. I just like I'm like I have to get this out there. I have to let you know that I love this character and I love your work. And he seemed like he was so sweet. He was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Like he was such a nice guy. Like that is like my main impression. He was so sweet, such a nice guy. Um, I was like really like, you know, didn't need to be nervous at all. It felt like he was just so chill. Um, but yeah, that was my signing with Lex Lang. I was like a little disappointed. I was like, oh, I have to move on already. But there was like so many people in line behind me. So it was like, bye. And by that point, I had decided that, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna get a signing from Marie Westbrook as well. Because I was just like in the line and I was like looking between the booths and I was like, you know what? Like this is a cool opportunity to get both. So I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna go stop by both of their booths. So it's just like literally their tables were right next to each other. So I just like stepped away from Lex Lang's and then whoop, we're at Marie Westbrook's. And again, this was so cute and like I didn't really expect it. But as soon as I step over to the other table, it's her and her like assistant basically, like the dude helping manage the signing and everything. Um, And he's immediately like, oh, we heard you had something cool. Like, can you show us? And I was like, something cool? What do you? Oh! And I realized like they're talking about the file that I had Lex Lang sign. And I like hold it up and I'm like, oh, this? And they're both like, wow! And I was like, really not expecting everyone to be so into this like little file. Like, it's literally just like a file that I've had like I had it kind of hanging up on my wall just like for fun because I think it's cute. But I did not expect everyone to be this like enamored by it. Like everyone thought it was so cool and like I handed it or I forget if I just showed it or if I handed it to them. But regardless, like I let them take a look at it too. And the assistant guy is like, I think this is the coolest thing Lex has signed in a while. And like immediately like I'm like, yes, oh my god, this ego boost is gonna go right to my head. Like, oh, you have no idea what you just did to my self-esteem and my ego for this fleeting moment, sir. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It was just fun. They really thought it was so neat. Um, so I'm like really glad I could bring something cool to the signing and have it be like a little talking point at both tables. But after we do that, like I start chatting with Marie a little bit. Um, which so her table, you know, like I said, it seemed like most of the people there were there for Lex Lang, so which is actually kind of good for me once I was over at Marie's table because there wasn't really anyone directly in line behind me for her. So I was actually able to kind of stand there and chat for like a good couple minutes with her. It was really cool. It was like she was really nice as well. Um, we chatted about like oh, I mentioned like, oh yeah, this like is something a friend of mine brought back from Japan. And she starts telling me a little bit about like, oh, like I think she said it was her nephew's, like her nephew came back from Japan somewhat recently. And so we like chatted a little bit about that. I thought that was really fun and cool. Um let's see. Oh, God, it's been a minute. I wish I could remember exactly what did we all talk about? We chatted about like a couple random like little things like that, like just like about like her family a little bit, like her nephew, um, and like niece. And then the conversation turned to oh, she said like the art print she had there. Um, she had like a few different art prints for, you know, different characters she voiced. I had her sign, you know, because I didn't already have anything of Hanami, sadly. But she had this really cool like pencil, like graphite, like monochrome drawing of Hanami. And I was like, oh yeah, sadly I don't have anything of Hanami, but I really like this artwork here. So like, would you be able to sign that? She's like, yeah, of course. And you know, it's like really cool. I actually like this is her, like she was telling me like, oh, I actually like reached out to this artist to commission them for a piece, and it turned out they were already a huge Jujutsu Kaisen fan and were like really happy to draw it. And I have the like original of it back at home. It's like a larger drawing. And I was like, that's fun. Like that's like that would be so cool. Like that's, you know, I'll admit right now I have like a secret dream to be a voice actor myself. Um and I was like that was just something where I was like, oh man, that must be like such a cool thing, like to be able to like reach out to this artist and like have them already be so into like this work that you do and so happy to like work with you and like have that original piece there. I don't know, I'm just like that's so cool, that's so fun. And then while she's signing it, we start talking about the character. We're both like chatting about how oh, like Hanami is so interesting. Like we both were like we love like these characters that are like, you know, doing bad things but for technically noble reasons, you know? So we just like talk for a minute about that, about like how complex and cool Hanami as a character is, and how interesting that archetype can be. Um, and then I was a little embarrassed, I will say, actually, like backtracking just a step, when she asked what my name was to sign the thing, I think I was flustered. Like I was doing a good job of like keeping it together and like acting like a normal person, but I was feeling flustered inside, meeting both of them. So I did like start spelling my name, and I did I don't know if I misspelled it or I just like started losing track, but like I did like have a moment where I was like mid spelling my name and I did like kind of lose track and I was like, I need to start over. I'm so sorry. I misspelled my own name. I felt like I was such an idiot. Like I was like I misspelled my own fucking name in front of this voice actor. Oh my god, I felt so stupid, but you know, neither her or the other dude there said anything about it. They just let me like recover and start over. So that's good. I hope they don't remember that I was a little bit stupid. Um but yeah, so I get the signature there, and we're still just like chatting like a little bit. I make sure to also say to her like how much I do really love her performance as Hanami. You know, that's what anytime I've tried to meet a voice actor, I always like try and just like really like sincerely tell them like what their character and their performance as his character means to me. You know, just like really briefly. Um, and so I was telling her like, you know, like Hanami really is like so complex, and I think like you really add to that complexity. Blah 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 blah. You know, I'm not gonna recount exactly what I said. But she was like, "Oh, thank you so much," and you know, she hands me the signature, and I'm about to like walk off, and then this is also another little ego boost. Like she, before I walk away, she's like, "By the way, I love your outfit," or she's like, "I love your hair bow, because I had a little bow in my hair. I love your hair bow, and I love like your whole outfit." And I am someone who really loves fashion. Like, you know, in real life, I love like being able to put on really cute, like interesting, unique outfits. And like that day, I'd also put a lot of effort into my outfit to look cute because I knew I'd be taking a selfie, and I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to maybe leave an impression, look kind of cute in front of these voice actors. You know, I wanted to put my best foot forward, essentially. Um, so like when she complimented my outfit, I was like elation filled me. I was so happy. I was like, oh, thank you so much. But then yeah, that was about it too. Like I at that point I was like time for me to keep walking, keep moving, and you know, let whoever was next behind me have their chance to chat too. And that was it, you know. I always could feel like a little disappointed. Like it feels like whenever you go to these signings, it's over so quickly because you know a lot of the times you got like a you know a line behind you, so you know you can't chat for an hour. You know you got to keep things moving. Um, so it's like the slight disappointment of like, oh man, I'm already done. Um, like I don't know if this maybe it's just me being awkward, like but like I'm always like, oh man, should I have like tried more to like leave more of an impression? But I'm like, and then I have to remind myself, I'm like, that's not my job. That's not my job here to like try and be like super like bombastic and leave an impression on them. My job here is to just like internally geek out a little bit, have a nice moment with these voice actors and let them know how much I appreciate their work, like and get my signature. That's it. I don't have to become their best friend in 2 minutes. um, but yeah, I don't know. So it's like a little sad, like, oh man, it's already done. But then like I had these two signatures just in my hands and I was like just standing outside of the venue staring at them and being like, oh, I had to like let loose the biggest breaths because I was still very nervous. You know, again, I kept it cool while I was talking to them, acted like a normal human being. But as soon as I was out there, I was like, oh my god. um, and yeah, I was hopped up on energy for pretty much the whole day after that. I like as soon as I was out there, I had to like compose myself. And then once I composed myself, I called my aunt right away because I needed to yell to somebody about like how awesome it was. So I just like went into this whole rant to her immediately, being like, "I was so cool, they were so nice, yeah, blah 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 blah." So that was definitely the coolest thing I did in between my streams here. Like that was really still so cool, and I got frames for most of the autographs. I still have not hung either of them up just because I'm a little bit lazy. But I have them in these nice frames, so like then, you know, at some point I'll actually like find a spot where I can hang them up and properly display them. But yeah, I don't know. I've met the voice actors for my two favorite characters from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I've met another really incredible voice actor from the show. So I'm really happy with that. Um, I don't know. Yeah, again, like I went so long, like I never really like met any voice actors before. It's just like never really something I um decided to do. Like decided to like there was I don't know. Like I've always been a fan of certain voice actors, but I guess like maybe I've just like haven't really paid enough attention to it. Like I was like, oh man, they're expensive. I don't know if I want to be able to do that. So I just haven't really always paid attention to what voice actors are coming to the conventions around me. Um, but yeah, now that I've met a few, I'm like, oh, this is so cool to be able to like actually like have this interaction, um, and like be able to convey um my appreciation for their craft. So I look forward to meeting other voice actors in the future as well. Um, yeah, so that's that. Let's see, was there anything else I've done noteworthy? I will say also, I've been dragged back into the depths of a new game, but technically a game I've started before. Um, I am currently playing Love in Deep Space. The sexy merman, he got me, guys. That sexy merman got me. He's dragged me. He's dragged me back into that game. Oh my god, yeah. I like played Love in Deep Space a tiny little bit ages ago. I think like pretty much around when it kind of first came out. I don't know when exactly that was, but it was like decently new when I played some of it. Um, and I don't know, I just like I got a little bit into it. I just wasn't feeling it, I guess. Um, like I'm not crazy for most of the male leads in that. I don't know. The only one I've been like consistently into is Raphael. But like Xavier and Zane, I God, I had to think of his name for a sec. They're just not like really my type. So like at that point, it was only them out, and I was like, oh, Raphael's cute, but it just like I don't know, it wasn't holding my attention well enough, and then I just ended up like not really playing, and then uninstalling it, and yeah, not really giving it too much attention for a decent while. I did when Silas came out. Pay it a little bit of attention. I didn't re-download it, but I was like, "Who, who's this like Tumblr sexy man?" Um, who you calling kidding, dude? Um, yeah, yeah, he is also my type. We're gonna go by that. We're not gonna talk about that too much right now. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So it's like I kind of like paid a little bit of attention to it here and there. When some of the myth stuff came out, like the Silas Dragon stuff, like that was like I was like I almost reinstalled the game for that because I was like that's is there reincarnated lover shit in this? Like I'm like I didn't realize that until I saw that like stuff for him, and I was like that's fucking pretty cool. That's like a thing, a trope I really love, and I do love a dragon boy. But yeah, I didn't download it then. I think it might have been because I had Honkai Star Rail on my phone, and I'm like perpetually have no space on my phone, so like I didn't have any space for any other big app besides Honkai Star Rail. Um, or if it, because I think it was I think it was semi recently, so I think it would have been when I had Honkai on my phone that that event released. Which now I'm kind of sad that I re-downloaded it that I didn't play when that was out. I don't know what like how their reruns work if and when they'll do a rerun of that Silas event. I hope they do soonish because I really want those cards now. um, but yeah, then of course I've just seen the merman stuff popping up for Raphael on my socials like my TikTok and on Tumblr and stuff, and I also really like Merman, and I really like I really like him, so I was like I may need to reinstall this on my phone. Um, so yeah, now that I have Honkai Star Rail on my computer, I have like actually uninstalled it off my phone. I was a little reluctant to do that at first. I don't know why. I just like liked having it on my phone as well. But I finally uninstalled it there and cleared a whole bunch of space off of my phone, and yeah, I've re-downloaded that, and I'm still not super far in it. I'm like played a little bit of the main story. I think I'm about caught up in the main story as I was when I uninstalled it originally, which is again not saying a whole lot. I did not get all that far. And I've also been playing a little bit of like the Silas part of the story. It gave me the notification. It was like, "Are you sure you want to skip ahead now? You might miss some context." And I was like, "Show me the sexy white-haired guy." um, but that's been kind of a blast. I think it was kind of crazy. It must have been like kind of insane. I don't think I registered how insane it was like right at first, but I like the game gave me like 2 10 pulls for the special event cards. You know, it's just like it was like this from the system. I think it was like for the update or whatever. It was like, oh, here's some tickets. So it's like 20 of the tickets for 2 10 pulls. And the very first 10 pull I did for that card, I got one of the Merman memory cards. Um, I forget which one it's called. It's like the one where it's if you play the game and know the picture, it's like just like the one that's like the 5-star that's a close up of his face, in his merman form basically. But yeah, I got it on my very first 10 pull. And I was like, oh, like I didn't know whether to be that excited at first because I was like, is the game just kind of generous to new players or on your first pull? Like does it just kind of give you it? I was like kind of just like I don't how excited am I supposed to be currently? But it sounds like it was actually pretty insane, as insane as I thought it was. Because it was funny story. My therapist also plays Love in Deep Space, so actually talking to her, you know, like sometimes at the start or like somewhere in our sessions we'll just be chatting a little bit, just like catching up. Because she also likes kind of nerdy stuff, not like all the same shit that I do, but she likes nerdy things. Um, and so we've talked about Love in Deep Space, like her playing it a little bit. And so like I told her in our most recent session, I was like, oh, I redownloaded Love in Deep Space, and she was excited. She was like, yes, yeah. um, but like, and then I mentioned, oh yeah, my first 10 pulls, I got one of those memory cards, and she was like, what? So I was like, okay, it is crazy. Um, yeah, she's also a Raphael type of girl. And Silas. Maybe it's funny to me. She also likes Raphael and Silas, who are my two favorites in the game. Um, she's also a big fan of. Is his name Caleb the Yandere? Is it Caleb? Which I'm undecided towards him. I don't know. But yeah, so it's fun. Um, yeah, so like right now my rankings are Raphael's probably at the top still in terms of who I like, and then like Silas is like right below him. They might be like somewhat tied. I'd say he's like I don't know, they're just around each other. Um I'm not really attracted to Xavier. He's more but I like him. He's more like he's like my puppy who's my friend. That's how I view Xavier. He's like my little puppy and also my little guy. I'll just hang out with him as my little friend. Could not give less of a shit about Zane. I am so sorry to anyone who really likes Zane. I don't think he's awful. I don't think you have bad taste. He's just not my cup of tea at all, and I get a little bit annoyed when he's there on screen. Um, but yeah, I Caleb though I'm undecided on just because I haven't really seen much of him. I don't know. Well, at first I'm gonna say like I was like I don't know if he's really gonna be my type. He's like whatever. I do like a yandere, but like meh. But if I'm being fully honest, like I haven't actually met him in any of the story stuff yet. But there's like a couple of things early on where like you're texting him, and based on his text, I'm like, oh, you're kind of cute. I don't know, you're kind of cute. Um, so we'll see. Like maybe like as I see more of him, I'll actually fall for him more. Um, but yeah, it's been a blast. And I did today. That's the thing I wanted to say also. I have been grinding in the game to keep getting pulls for like more pulls for the merman memory cards because I really wanted the other one because I guess it's like you have to get like a pair of cards and then you get the fun little skin for the combat. So Yeah, I've been doing a lot of grinding because I did not want to spend real money. I spent a little, okay, I did spend a little real money, but only in the sense of like whenever I play gacha games, I pretty much only let myself do like they usually have like a monthly pass or whatever. So it's like every day you get a little something, you know, if you're a Honkai Star Rail player, you know what I'm talking about, that kind of thing. Um, that's like all I let myself do for the most part in terms of gacha games. Just because you know it gives you like continuous stuff for like pretty cheap, um, and like I would be maybe too susceptible to a little bit of gambling if I let myself just buy like directly buy pulls and whatever. Like I did that with Honkai Star Rail once when like it was when Jingyuan and Sunday were both rerun or Jingyuan was rerunning and Sunday was just released and they were both on banners at the same time. I was like, you know, I'd been pulling and pulling and like really grinding, trying to get both of them, and I finally Jingyuan took for fucking ever, but I got him. I think I've talked about this a little bit. But Sunday was not like at that point I was like really exhausting my ability to quickly gather stellar jades, and I was like about to like miss out on him, and I was like, I just got some money, I got Christmas money, I can spend some money on the game. I might have spent like $80. But then I got Sunday, but like in doing that I was like I would do like little purchases, like I did like, you know, a smaller purchase and I didn't get them, and I was like, I can spend a little more. I've already spent money. If I don't, if look at, I was like, if I don't keep spending money, then that was a waste of money. But if I keep spending money and then I get Sunday, well, then it was worth it. Then I just bought Sunday, you know? Then I didn't waste any money because I got the thing I was trying to get. So if I let myself keep spending money like that in the game, I will spend way too much money because I will fall to that mindset way too often. So I do not allow myself to really spend like actual money directly on polls. Um, but yeah, so that's why for Love and Deep Space, I was like, you know, just gathering diamonds. You know, I'm glad I'm like a new player because like that's always when you can get the best access to like easy diamonds or whatever the currency is. Like per game. So I was like, I've been just kind of steadily doing stuff, getting diamonds. And then today, I got the other memory card. I did have to get to like the 70th pull or something. I think it was after 70 is when it was like guaranteed 5-star or whatever. So I did have to get to that, but I did get there and I pulled it and I got the other memory card. So I have both of the 5-star cards for the event, and I have the sexy merman skin, and I am excited about that. He looks so cute. I haven't really done a whole lot of like the full story like attached to the memory cards yet. What they call like the myth or something, the myth story. I did like the first little part of it, but I'll go through later and like do more of it. I've seen like spoilers on, you know, videos and TikTok and whatever. So I already know, but I can at least do it and see my main character in there. So yeah, I was super happy about that. My one gripe with the game, this is like a little bit of a tangent. My one gripe with the game is kind of the customization because like it lets you do a lot to the face. Like the face customization is really cool. I like kind of playing with that. Um, but I don't understand why it doesn't let you do more with like your hair and like a little bit with your makeup too, but like mostly the hair. Because it like really only gives you some basic styles and you can't even really change the color unless I was a big dum dum. Um, but you can't even really change the color of your hair in it. And I'm like, why? Like you can do it in the photo booth. You can alter your hair way more with the photo booth, so, but you can't do it for the main story. And I'm like, I don't know. There must be some sort of like coding thing or something where I'm like, it must be just like too difficult to like code that, but I don't know enough about why that would be or why you would limit it so much. Um, I just wish like they'd let me play around a little bit more with the hair and the main story because I love how she looks in the photo booth. I do kind of wish there was even more options, but that's just because I love customization. Um, so like, but why not in the main story? Why can't I have my pink hair from the photo booth as part of the main story. And my cute little hairstyle too. So that's like my one thing where I'm like, come on, give us more. But overall it's really cute. I'm probably gonna keep playing it. I'll probably, after I finish streaming later, play a little bit more of that. I don't know, I have to try. I'm really trying to balance like playing that and also getting some like art done and stuff, because I'm getting ready for Art Fight, which starts soon, and I am going to be participating in. But I'm trying to draw like updated character portraits and stuff for a few characters I want to enter and whatnot. So I'm really trying to also get that done, so I can't just play Love in Deep Space. um, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Train of thought. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. I think I've covered kind of like the main points of what I've been up to lately. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's what I've been doing. I need to take a sip of water. I've been talking too much. I need to take a drink of water. Hold on. Ah. All right, water drunk. Um, yeah, give me just a second here. Let's see. Okay. Well, I think I've gone through most of what I wanted to chat about. So I think I'm ready to get into the game again. Yeah, so today, oh, my controller turned off. I just picked up. Yeah, I really want to get more into playing some Honkai Star Rail. I was debating, because I'm probably gonna download, Date Everything pretty soon, which like the full game came out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's just the demo anymore. I think the full game has like actually released. Um, I was, because I'm definitely gonna download that at some point. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'll pay it, I'll get it. I want to date things. I want to date stuff around the house. I want to check out, I think his name is Volt. He's hot. Um, so I was like, should I do that today? But like as I was preparing for the stream, I was like, should I do that for my next stream? Or like there's a couple other things I'm thinking of. Like I am thinking I want to start playing Zenless, like Zenless Zone Zero. So I was like, maybe that, maybe something else. Like I was like, I don't know. But I got really hyped to play Honkai Star Rail because one, the Fine Hun drip marketing, or not just his drip marketing, no, like the keeping up with Star Rail and shit like that, like all that has been released for him, and it's got me so fucking excited. And like more info on the Fate Collab. Oh my god, we're gonna be back in Pentacony. Not only that, we're gonna be featuring Boot Hill a lot, which I love Boot Hill so much. That's my guy. And I love Pentacony so much. I love it, is my favorite planet. So I immediately got hyped to play Honkai Star Rail because of that. And like to see Finon, which I'm so far still from being caught up from the main story. But you know, at least, well, we're gonna make some progress today, hopefully, in that. Um, but yeah, so because of that, I got real. Oh, and also the Myriad Celestia that came out, Fable Amongst the Stars Part 2 thing, that was nuts. And I was like, holy shit. Oh my god. I need to get caught up soonish because I really want to. I really want to get like at least close to caught up with the main story soon, so that I can like start playing this new content because I really want to see it. I'm probably not gonna keep myself from looking at spoilers because I know I'm far behind and I really want to know what's going on. So I'm not gonna be spoiler free as I keep going, but that's okay. You know, I'll still have fun playing. I just want to know right as soon as I can what's going on with the story. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play a little bit of Honkai Star Rail tonight. We'll see how far I get in the main story, see how much I feel like playing for a little while. Um, and then yeah, and then hopefully get like a, you know, at least a little closer to catching up. So I'm gonna go to my be right back and just kind of set up a little bit. All right, so I'll be right back. God damn it, I didn't even unmute myself. Hold on. I went to all this effort to set up scenes so I could cleanly switch between stuff, but I forgot to adjust my background in VTube Studio. Hold on. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, I was like, oh, part of the thing I was gonna do when I clicked away into my BRB was to do that, but didn't do that. It's fine. We did it now. Do I need to make myself a little smaller? I think I'll make myself a little smaller. There we go. Let's see if that's good. And hopefully the volume is good. I was playing with, like, stuff before stream, because I feel like last time I streamed Honkai Star Rail, everything was way too quiet. I think my audio settings are good now, where stuff won't be too quiet. Yeah. I was just chilling over here. I did finish up the... Where is it? Can I see it from here? The, like, little, like, I don't know, video game raccoon event, whatever it is. It was really cute. I don't know. My last Honkai stream, I did, like, I was playing it, on here, but, it was kind of boring. It was just, like, really, like, the way I finished the event was just, like, I just, like, put it on auto battle and went on my phone or was drawing or whatever, and then just, like, sometimes click buttons. It wasn't too interesting to stream. But I finished that up, so I actually have decent amount of Stellar Jades built up. Not too bad. I don't know exactly. I think I maybe have only, like, one extra 10 pulls worth there. Maybe two? I don't know math. I think it's just one. But I have 40 other tickets there, like, so I have been, like, you know, so logging in and getting stuff. So I hope I'm decently prepared, for when Finon is released. I still have 4 days to get a few more. So I'm like, okay, maybe Finon, we would like to come home with relative ease. We'll fucking see. So, like, part of that special program I was talking about, apparently, and this is something I'm glad about, the Fate collab is actually going to be running for a good while. It said, like, it didn't have, like, a definite end time for when that banner goes away. So I was, like, going back and forth. I was like, oh man, I don't think I'll be able to pull for Saber if she's out at the same time as Finon. So I was like, that'll suck. Like, I'll be a little bit upset to not have this, like, limited character. But she's gonna be there for a bit. So, like, I think I will still be able to pull for her and still be able to get her. Because I don't know exactly who's gonna be coming out after Finon. I do know they did do drip marketing for 2 new characters who do look very pretty. I am excited to see them in the story. Right now, I'm not, like, crazy thinking, like, oh, I gotta pull for them. So I'm like, if it comes down to it, I could just, like, after Finon's out, put some focus on getting Saber. I don't know, maybe also depending on who's, like, possibly rerunning alongside the new characters. But I don't know, we'll just have to see, you know. But I'm like, okay, I can probably actually get Saber too, which will be fun. But I'm very much hyped for Finon when he appears soon. Let's see. It's been a minute since I played. I will actually show real quick also. So yeah, like I said before, this is old, but I have, like, Anaxa. I had his traces all leveled up now, actually. That is something I did. He was almost all cut up before, and now I have his traces fully leveled, and I did actually level up his relics. I don't know if this is the best kit for him. This is probably not, like, everything ideal perfect for him, but it's okay for now. But I got these all leveled up, so I am actually like, okay, I can play with him. Whoops. And hopefully the volume is decent. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, we were just hanging out in Pentaconi because I was doing that, raccoon event. But I think it's time to actually get back into the main event. I think actually I might be heading into a fight, if I remember correctly. I keep hitting the wrong button. Right? Yeah, like, I think... I think the Flame Reaver, like, he had just, like, I'm pretty sure I'm about to fight the Flame Reaver. I think what I was doing, we were at the Grove of Epiphany, and he was right there, if I'm remembering correct. So that's gonna be fun. Let me get some health for everybody. I don't know if I should use some items right now. Maybe I'll give myself a little strength boosty. Where is that in here? Oh yeah, over here. Maybe I'll give myself a little bit of a strength boost. Just in case I'm about to fight him. Which one of these is strength? Oh, it's been a minute. Wow. Oh, there we go. I can, that's how I sort it with the controller. I'll give myself just a tiny bit of defense. And just a tiny bit of help attacking. Just in case I'm going into a fight against the Flame Reaver, and it's gonna be tricky. I'll just do that really quick. Oh god, okay. Alright, well, let's do this then. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's fucking go. Oh god. Hi, Naxa. Oh, where'd you go? My husband, no. Okay. Hi, fine. I'm fine on. I mean, Flame Reaver. Hi, not fine on.
Circe's was right. He's indeed here.
It's him in the realness. Not just a memory. It's actual Naxa. He's not looking too great. But he is looking fine. What does that mean? Oh yeah, so they're just like being full. They really are just full forthright that this is Alicia. That's her name, right?
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Circe was talking about. The black sword and cloak.
Oh boy.
The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog.
Well.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
Wait, one of them is. One of them should be the demigod or Trian. I'm so sorry, I forget which one she is. I'll protect everyone. Trian is Trian.
Trian is brave.
Aw, yeah, you are. You're so cool. I do really love the tributes.
Miss. Only this time, may death protect us.
Oh, I do love it.
Be careful.
One slash.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
2 slashes.
Oh my god. He's right out of it like that? What is this dude?
3 slashes. Are enough.
This is kind of sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and we're in the fight.
Who exactly are you?
That's not sexy. I don't want to fight him. He's strong.
Bless.
Oh, I didn't even give myself a healer or a shield.
Stay alert.
That was dumb. I was like, yeah, I'll go with these guys. Oh, I didn't give myself anything useful. Okay, well, whatever. I will probably repeat this battle.
Take this.
Oh, you're being slow. Hold on. Fast battle. I'm sorry. I like it to be a little quicker than that.
Bring it on. There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
It seems like he hits pretty. Yeah, I didn't give myself any healer or anybody with shields. I'm gonna fucking need to repeat this, but it's fine. We'll view this as like our little warm up and just see what fighting him is like. And then we'll fight him for actuals. He's got a lot of health. Oh my goodness.
I reforge all things.
His health is like not fucking dropping. It's actually gonna make me fully fight him. It's gonna take so long.
Waiting in line for
Rules are made to be broken.
Alright, we're gonna just fucking try stuff, okay?
Follow my charge. What's the matter?
Ooh, yeah, I haven't keyed in on the fact yet that this is my first time fighting with an Axa in my team. I did in the Raccoon event use the trial version of an Axa.
Not good.
So I don't know if I should keep calling it the Raccoon event because I know it has another name. Oh my god! Casual mode, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Anytime it lets me switch to casual mode, I'm like, yes. Let me have that permanently enabled. And I'll change my lineup a little bit. Let me do my baby game. Okay. Oh, fuck. What was he weak to? He was weak to, like, ice and lightning and quantum, I think I saw. So, as much as I like having the main character on my team, I'll change you out. See, I don't know fucking shit about what makes for a good team lineup. He's not weak to Aventurine's Imaginary, but I think it'll be good to have a shield and a healer, so I'm actually gonna have him and Bailu. And then, god damn it, I was really like having an axe on my team, but I don't think he was weak to wind. So I'm gonna I'll bring the Herta on, 'cause she's ice. And then I'll have that. Yeah, okay. So maybe this will be somewhat of a decent a decent group for fighting this dude. Again, I don't know fucking shit about proper character stuff about who fights good together. I'm just like, yeah, I like you. You got a skill that I think is useful. Let's go.
Who exactly are you?
Or you'll overheat.
Oh no, don't restore yet. Don't waste it. You're slow again. Why are you slow? Be fast. Be faster.
Watch your head.
I do like how they start out. Aventurine is really good. I love how they start out with a little bit of shield. And I'm actually going to give everyone... I meant to give everyone more shield. That's not the thing that I hit. Hopefully everyone's alright until we get to Aventurine again.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
I do need to get Aventurine's traces a little more leveled up.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
I forget how much progress I made there, but he definitely has some more things that I can do. Let's give the Herta a little bit more help.
So powerful. Cersei's was right.
And defense, we're actually gonna hit that this time, and then actually give people defense here. Okay, I think this will be okay, and then this should be all right for beating this guy. Yep. Almost hit Bailu, but we don't have to use that right now.
Bust.
Bust.
Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Real mature of me, you
Time
know.
for the master stroke.
Well,
Show no
I could
mercy.
say something about that too. But everybody who's fucking played this game has. Whoa! I made it a little further.
Good.
Boom.
Be reduced.
Oh, wait, was it? I was making. Oh my god, what the fuck? I was making such a big deal about fighting this dude, and it didn't even, it's not even gonna make me do it all the way. What? Is that an Naxa? Oh my god. Was that a Naxa? Did he fucking shoot a hand through this guy?
Can't be killed
That
in a
laugh.
single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human.
Who is that Cersei's? Okay, we are gonna keep fighting him. And the Naxx's helping us!
Children of humanity.
Ooh, it's oh no, it's his and Cersei's voices like both layered.
One by one.
Holy fuck, this is sexy.
The ambush failed. It'll be difficult to find another opportunity.
Curiosity.
Professor Anaxa?
Nothing but a
No.
fault.
It's Cersei's.
She
Freely. Follow my charge.
Let me tend your wound.
Maybe just one support. I mean, like one, like either shield or healer would have been enough. But they're doing all right here.
There's no time to lose.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
But
Here, this thunder. That was
Tough. I'm truly exhausted.
oh, he's so hot.
Time for. Show no mercy.
Ah, he's there.
This is bad.
Hot guy jump scare.
Century gate, open!
Oh, but no, at the end. Oh, she only has so many charges of that left. Isn't that right? Ooh. No, at the end. Oh my god. That was fucking bonkers. Oh, and now he's
That was a close
here.
call.
Yay!
Thank goodness that we returned to Akama unharmed.
How'd that happen? Akama, your baseballer is back.
Little Cass, my head
Oh.
still hurts.
Oh, girly.
Sorry. I know you told me not to open the gate.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trianne. If it weren't for you, we would have
I
already
think
met
it's
our end
here.
at the grove.
I feel awful. I need to go back to get some rest.
Lady Trianne, you haven't been well since you woke up. Are you sure you can make it back on your own?
All this noise and commotion. Akama hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you Professor Anaxa?
There's no
I just
need
like
for
listening
doubt.
to him talk.
The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth about the disaster at the Grove, and retrieve the core flame of Cersei's.
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer.
Is he,
of
is he
core flame.
technically a demigod now? Or does he just have the core flame, like, inside him?
Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill your duty?
Oh.
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle.
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult.
Dude, my cat
I'm not
is like
against
making noise
meeting
somewhere.
her.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove Scholars live in the Holy City. Before we meet Aglaya, I want to visit them.
Because Lady Aglaya will probably be against it.
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the Core Flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth.
He's a
You
good
intend to
guy.
do it without her knowledge.
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Kesterus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaya has her own considerations.
Ah, fuck, now I'm getting sleepy again.
You truly have the makings
Yawning
of a fine
again.
scholar.
I'm
Putting
always
yourself in
fucking
other people's
tired,
shoes
though.
like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya are still...
Ooh,
Neither of us is narrow-minded.
nice amount of stuff.
You should know
I'm
the
gonna let
root
them finish
cause of
talking,
our
though. I'm gonna switch up my
conflict.
team again to my usual. Because I just like having my usual and I walk around. Okay. So we're gonna use it up by you. And then we'll get Anaxa back here.
Looks like it's not a bad time for a performance.
Ah. Not when it's you, baby. Fuck yeah. I haven't really run around with him too much ever since I got him. I've just been like focusing on like leveling him up and stuff, but I haven't really used him much yet. Let me just admire for a second. I love... Oh my god, wait, can I see it? The like... The exposed arms under there. I'm trying to find a good angle. Yeah, okay, you can, he's a little transparent. But the exposed arms? Daddy? It's just so good to me. I love it. Oh, I love his character design. I love him as a character. I love him. Him is my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. Yeah, okay. Let's go. What's this thing look
Watch
like?
this magic trick.
Fucking nuts. Look at that later. And we'll switch back to Trailblazer.
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city and I've got my hands full.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
Wait, Lady Casters, did Lady Aglaya send you because of some mistake I made at work?
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, old Titus. A few days ago,
Oh, this is sad.
your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time. Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those scholars. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing.
Ah.
I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
What's Dad talking about?
Man.
Oh, hello, young ones. Is there
He's
anything I
sad.
can help you with?
Are you the father of Keinani and Artakama?
Look at me, all the people we saw in the
Yes.
memories.
Did my daughters cause trouble at school again? Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now scholars at the Grove. As I get older, memories from years past tend to blend together. What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk some sense into them.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
Mr. Fabio. The Black Tide took Keinani and Artakama.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio.
I can't even like comment.
upset.
I was like, oh.
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy, she was still a heroine, wasn't she?
Make these people sad.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Kallinicus's wife, right?
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there?
Ma'am. Kallinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the Grove against the Black Tide.
So... did he manage to defend the Grove?
Huh?
Yes. He managed to protect Cersei's core flame at the cost of his life.
I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face with composure. You know, Kallinicus, even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me? I've been prepared for this for a long time. In times like these, any ordinary goodbye might just turn out to be a final farewell.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Good work, Miss. And Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaya.
All right. I'll lead the way.
Alright. Well, let's go to see Aglaya. Oh yeah. Wait. I saw a post someone made about like normal doors everywhere else in Honkai Star Rail. Like just like opening, opening no issue, and then like doors in Emphorius taking fucking long. I don't know why they do take forever.
With this ambrosia,
Hold on, I have to do something before I talk with you, Aglaya. I have something to do. Yes. Oh, bliss. Bubbles, get out of the stairs. Ooh, I should actually ride one of these using him. I just wanted him to be able to stand by his Roma. Real quick. He likes them. So I was like, yay. Alright. Here we're going. Swear to God, I'm not trying to look up her screen. Just waiting for this to come. Alright. Bubbles! Bubbles! You gotta catch up. Oh, hey, Bubbles. No, we're talking to him.
Miss Castoris, my lady, you're back.
hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence?
My apologies, Miss Castoris. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
It's sort of important.
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Why are you going to prison? Am I forgetting something?
Who are you?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment, and I'll try to contact her using the slate.
Alright, are you gonna text her? Alright, To Aurelia and company, of the grove circumstances we are now fully cognizant, and for thy most diligent efforts we harbor the deepest gratitude. Indeed, no words could adequately convey the depths of our appreciation. Alas, the Holy City presently faces sundry complications, and manifold duties command our attention, precluding us from extending proper welcome. For this oversight we express sincere regret. Furthermore, following thy arduous voyage, rest must be prioritized. The particulars of recent events shall be deliberated upon the morrow. So it is written. Alright, got it. That elegant style must be the garment maker's. Dear garment maker, please inform Lady Aglaya thus. Oh, so it's not actually her talking. Message received. We will take our rest today. We send her our regards. Very well.
It's fortunate we
so I
don't have
guess
to
we're
confront
just,
that woman
sitting
while I'm
around.
hauling around this sick body.
I'm gonna
Castoris,
readjust
and
my
this friend I
chair.
haven't gotten the chance to know. I'll take my leave for today. That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches
She
from
was
that.
fucking around with the body.
I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Please be careful. Akuma isn't the grove. This place.
Is covered by her golden threads. I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
Miss, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. We truly had no intention of putting you in danger, let alone face the Black Tide head-on.
Trouble is my old friend by now.
The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akama,
Fucking true.
but all of Amphorius.
for all the
Even
Trailblaze
back when the
people.
forces of strife coveted the Holy City, their warriors still undeniably halted the Black Tide outside Castrum Kremnos. Nigador's core flame now sits vacant, and the Black Tide has returned. The Grove is an academic city with the best understanding of the Black Tide. It shouldn't have fallen so easily, and yet it was taken overnight, leaving the city in blood and tears, haunted by the spirits of departed heroes. The trial of strife is imminent. I pray Mighty will be able to steal his resolve soon.
And that black
Lady
robed
Treby
swords
once traveled
master.
across thousands of cities in Amphorius to repel the Black Tide. But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. Perhaps as for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because it has sent countless others to their deaths. Speaking of Thanatos, Miss, there is something else I wish to verify with you. You must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death, a poison shunned by all living beings.
She not be able to stand this close together with her? Is she able to kind of control that?
Yet when you caught me in the grove...
Oh, wait, did we touch
I'm
Castris?
curious why you weren't affected by my power.
Oh, like,
Miss.
didn't hurt? Is it because of the Stellaron? The Trailblazers got? I'm used to it. I'm just special
My
like that.
apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life,
I wonder what exactly
I've
that is
always
about.
wondered, what is my connection to death? And why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos? Miss, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now, and rest for the day.
Nameless recollection. Scholar manifests in the grove and douse that radiant blaze. Experience through your travels, head to the book and write it down. Oh, another one of those. I think I still have something of that I haven't done yet. I'll do that later. Okay, where are we going? Are we still up here? Where are we going? I think I gotta go down. Hey, Bubbles, you're on the lift. With all the other little bubbles. Wow. Over there. You know, I'm gonna take a second. I'm feeling a little hungry. Like I want to eat a little something, but I don't want to end stream just to have like a full meal or anything. I'm gonna go to my BRB screen for just like a little bit. And take like a short little break here. Also my fucking jaw hurts from how much I was talking. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna eat a little snack. Just hang out for like a second. Yeah, I don't know. And then over here. And then I'll be right back. So, okay. Give me there. BRB. And you might hear crinkling right away. Okay. I took my little break. I ate a little snack. I'm a little more refreshed. I don't know. I didn't eat a full meal, so I'm still like a little peckish. But I ate a little bit of a snack at least. There I am. Oh, my controller disconnected again. Oh, I have to turn it back on. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. We got it. Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Do I have a predicament? Oh, okay. I never know what the fuck to do. Because, okay, my controller still is not connecting. It's weird about that sometimes. But, maybe, can I hit? Hold on a second. Okay, good. I just had to get, because, like, it doesn't let me fucking move my mouse outside the screen when I'm just, like, normally playing. So I have to, like, go to a screen where I'm able to do stuff. And when my controller's not connected, I'm like, what do I do?
Going to do next?
Okay, but I'm back now. Whoop, am I supposed to be going... Where am I going and how do I get there? I still have to go down? I think I have to go down. Yeah, okay, I'm ready to keep doing this story. You know, this is random, but while I was, like, just before I came back, I realized, like, oh, I forgot to share a little something. Ooh, take that. About, like, when I was talking about what I was doing, in between, like, streamings, I totally forgot to mention this. This isn't, like, a huge thing. It's just, like, a fun little factoid of something I did. I got a new helix piercing, which is fun. It was completely impulsive. Well, I guess not completely, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, but getting it done, like, literally the other night. Oh, done hung. That was impulsive. Yeah, I have a new helix piercing. It's still healing very much so, because again, I just got it done the other night. So, like, my glasses will hit it or accidentally like, brush my ear. And, like, it'll be like, ah, fuck. It hurts. But I think it looks really cool, so I'm really happy that I get another one. And I want a lot more piercings on my ears. That's pretty much the only place I want piercings, though. I'm not huge into having piercings elsewhere, just, like, on myself, you know? But yeah. So, fun little thing that I forgot to mention earlier, that I'm gonna mention now. Long time no see. I've heard about what happened from Finon. You've been through a lot. I miss you so much, my dearest friend! Seems you took things pretty hard. What were you doing while I was gone? I was organizing logs. I also asked Hyacinth for some research material from the Grove. I discovered something interesting. Do you remember that Amphorius' sky was sealed away by a titan? Aquila's presence keeps this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seems Hyacinth's ancestors were the sky priests who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues to find a way back to the Astral Express. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in the Holy City in the past few days. I didn't have to talk to anyone either. It was kind of nice spending time alone. Awful, I should have stayed and organized documents with you. I'm afraid you'd probably find the task of organizing just as awful. You look tired. You should get some sleep before we set off tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If you're going to wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot bath. What the fuck did you hear? Dribby! Sometime before, in the Marmoil Palace.
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes,
Oh,
I sensed something.
It's Dribby.
It was fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble. Trianne used the Century Gate again.
Oh, so this is while they were still in the Grove.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place?
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in her and Castor's teacher. They will keep Trian safe.
Aggie, you're talking like we're little kids. One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Trebi will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We
Like
want
in
to
a
say a
mental
proper
connection?
goodbye at the very least.
Oh wait, the
I will
other?
pray with you.
The other one is him?
Thanks. And
Wasn't
Aggie,
able to talk?
it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind.
All
Hey,
right.
where's my Trebi? There we go.
Stop saying.
I just stop saying weird things. Isn't that the line? Oh, she's so adorable when she runs around. Oh my god, wait, and her and Bubbles. Oh my god, they're so cute. Like, look like they playing together.
There's strength in numbers.
Whee! Whee!
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this? Is someone...
Oh,
What happened here?
Watch out.
are Finon and Mighty doing their bath thing? Is that what this is gonna be? Well, I think it is.
Kremnoan. This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened here?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the baths?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
I was looking at
Yes.
something really quick.
While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
What's going on?
Oh, this many people?
This way?
Who in the world did this?
This is all you can do.
Oh, fine on.
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit is Mightimos. Oh.
He's just laying there, fucking pointing at him.
What did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
I love him. I never hated Mighty, but I've really been coming around to him. I'm like, you might be my boyfriend too.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart.
Damn right.
Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
Some time ago. And he's all, why don't you take a bath to recharge, buddy?
No, none of those
Sound like
sound
something
right.
he'd say. Get up for it, let's talk.
Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside?
Ah, you gotta cover it up with jokes. You can't be sincere because you're a tough guy and you don't know how to approach him.
What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything
It's so
special
funny.
from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, oh so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition
No,
that has
you just
endured among your
can't
people
help
from
pushing
millennia?
those buttons. Isn't that right?
Still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind.
Well, this is off topic,
It's
but
probably not my place to offer you counsel.
I am looking forward to find on second form. Just gonna put that out there.
An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with.
I mean, he's
this
beautiful
time.
in every form.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos, let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer.
Is that mark on his neck a tattoo, or is that like a birthmark? Same with Mighty.
What? Are you chickening out?
It's probably a tattoo. We son Mighty. I wouldn't be surprised if Finance is just like there.
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation
Seems
absurd.
a lot of words do
That's
not
all.
exist in their language.
All-knowing historian, are you
Just
not
based on
aware
what
that
he
we
says.
Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths?
It sounds
Looks
dangerous.
like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences!
Is this Tribby's voice actor? Is this Hayden? Do they do that little sprite? It sounds like them, but I'm not fully certain.
With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors
It might not be them, and I'm just hearing
determination
things,
even
but it does
alters
kind of sound
the
like
very
them.
hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward
I
the
feel like that's
heavens,
them. I could be wrong.
shrouding
I
the
don't know.
sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze
I didn't realize at first
upon
that
it
they, I guess,
directly.
also do the ambrosial, like, fountain thing. That was just kind of fun.
Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time? Do you recall the legend
legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main
Are they just doing this when we're not able to see them naked?
was not the sole sovereign of the
Cowards!
An Oryx stood as its formidable rival. Long before the dawn of Erechrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the Oryx as its food, while the Oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers. For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry.
I might just listen to this for a second. For no real reason.
It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape.
God damn. What the hell? I don't need to say, I'm sure everyone else who played this has already commented that it sure sounds like they're doing something else besides just sitting in a bath. I don't know if I fully watched it. I think I saw a little bit of a clip of Finon's voice actor kind of talking about recording that scene, and I'm like, oh god, that must be really just like a strange scene to have the voice. Oh my god, I glitched. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the sounds. I was like, oh, it's too much.
And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived!
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature?
It is fully closed in the bath. That's insane. Okay, that one kind of sounded like he was taking a shit.
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...?
This is kind of odd. I will just say that. Okay, now he's moving to weirder noise. Now Mighty really sounds like he's on the toilet. Mighty sounds a little odd there.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
What a spectacle
like,
of
what?
folly.
The heck?
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
Did they just make the entire bath like super
Personally
hot?
escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
That's not what got them, Mighty most.
This isn't fair. You are wearing way less than I am.
That's true. That is true. I don't know why they didn't both strip.
The latest trend now.
Or both put on more layers.
Getting
Make
into
it
the
fair. I would
baths while
personally rather
dressed
they
in
both strip,
full
but
armor.
that's just my opinion here.
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee
Another
in
word
the
he doesn't
Kremnoan
know.
language.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it is time to get moving.
After recovery, Finon and My Day escorted the fainted Bazers away from the scene. This time, Finon narrowly triumphed with a stunning 27-25 victory in terms of the number of trips safely escorted.
Alas,
They were
the
also
flame
competing
chase
with
journey
that?
is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
Oh, I love this little cutscene art. Oh my god, they look so adorable, all of them.
Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
I want something like this with Mighty and Finon in their bathing.
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Janus.
Oh.
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I mean, I am.
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
So the pool is too hot because she's little.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons,
Yeah, they look really cool
we
in there.
inherited Janus's divinity and gained
like
the
adult
power
design
of passage.
also.
And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
Wait, so even after the initial split, they weren't children? It looked like in that video that they, like, just splitting, they all became children. But were they, like, has this, like, slowly they've just been all regressing like this? And becoming, like, more childish?
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akama during the battle against Nikador.
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
What?
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again. Is it?
What is?
Trian?
What is it?
Wait, no. It's not Trian this time. It's Trinan. Trinan is in
Trinan?
danger.
Where's she? Oh my god. You're jumping everywhere. In the meantime,
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Yeah, drinking.
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena.
I thought it said scoundrel.
By the way,
It
you
means
emphasized the
both?
completely wrong syllable.
Were there hyenas in ancient Greece? Where this is based? I guess it doesn't matter.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
You bitch.
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand.
Oh,
After
so
all,
he
you
like
spent all your
hasn't
childhood
even really
wandering
been
far from home.
in Castrum Kremnos, so he can't even really speak his like own language all that well. Damn. Or is it just writing? He didn't speak it a lot, but then he said when it comes to writing. But
Worry about
either way,
yourself
dang.
first, deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many... The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes.
You don't need to sound that.
I saw it all.
Okay, Mighty.
Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword.
So he's
that carried an
encountered
ominous
the
aura.
Flame Reaver.
I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred, and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mightymouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrades. Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius. Ptolemy. And Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about
really
adding
good,
goat
even
milk
in
to the honey
portrait.
brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink.
I've seen people compare this dude, saying he looks like Ratio, and I can kind of see that. I don't think it is, but I can see that.
Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these 5. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Ankama. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the 2nd month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Midamos, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia. Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death, but they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in the bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat, and they cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered.
This is perfect. Midamos, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Netherrealm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Midamos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius' entire history.
Then, it was Possesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Midamos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan, dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend. Spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Midamos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
My father threw me into the Sea of Souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Krateros included, I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. And those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
We've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan!
What is going on with them?
He got abducted by Krateros!
What?
Krateros!
Kidnapping?
What's going on?
What did the other Tribbies do?
Mighty-Mos. It seems
what
I
are
was
you
the one who
doing?
exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the
Oh,
vortex
Trinan's
of
right there.
Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally
He tried.
failed.
He's not even. I thought only Chrysosauros could even do that. He tried to do the whole trial.
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
So he's forcing her
Because I
to let him
don't
do
want
the
to
trial.
wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Krateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoan? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame-chased
You
journey
gotta zoom in
are
on
just
the butt.
excuses for you to seize power.
It was just like, what?
Silence, Krateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty-Mos? How many even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Krateros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Krateros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Krateros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past.
They're dragging us into this.
We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
This is pretty framing here.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos. Just as you did back then.
Fierce fighter.
Alright, well this is
such heroism.
at least something to look at. Look at him.
Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
He didn't even realize that it was his child.
As if you have any honor. Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mighty Mos. I'm here to finish you, father.
It's you. The beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Haikis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. And now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. If there's only one end for the kings of Kremnos, then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos won't fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son. You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Kratos. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman.
Oh god, this guy seems really moving.
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you? Ask, now.
Fate I've always denied has finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions in song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. I accept that fate and become the totem of strife that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Mama! Mama! I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever
Is this like
fought.
legit, like when Trebios was actually a child? Like not like regressed or anything, like
Janus'
actually
holy
just
maidens
a
can
child?
receive guidance from the God of Passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl.
Is this actually?
I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
Person? Is this something pretending to be someone good?
The voice.
We'll
Sounds so
we'll
far
see.
away. I don't remember. Who am I looking?
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember.
Oh my god, those kind of scenes were a lot. I'm finally trolling her now. I think actually after all that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, because that was a lot getting through that, and then now it feels like I can take a pause here. So I'm gonna end stream, take a break, probably stream, I don't know, sometime a little later, for too long.
Man.
But yeah, let me switch to here. Whoop, hold on. Oh, I have to change my background. That's good. Okay. Yeah, alright. we made some progress at least. We made quite a bit, well, at least a little bit of progress in the main story. I don't know exactly how long these stories are each, so I don't know how much more is left in this version before we move on to the next bit of story, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna call stream here, hang out, rest and eat some actual food soon. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm glad I can play more and yeah, see more. I don't know. My mind is empties. Yeah. Alright, well that's all for this stream. Again, thank you for watching. Later. Bye bye. Mwah.